A grown man in a bathrobe, one slipper, soaking wet, and completely at the mercy of a cleaning tool. This is the story of how Gerald lost a fight to his own porch. That is exactly what happened to my neighbor Gerald, and I still cannot talk about it without laughing, so bear with me here. Gerald is the kind of guy who wakes up at 6 in the morning, makes his coffee, and does his chores before most people even consider opening their eyes. Reliable, predictable, boring, honestly. So when his wife handed him their old wooden broom and told him to clean up the leaves that had piled up overnight, Gerald grabbed it without a second thought. He started sweeping near the edge of their property, right where the yard meets the tree line. Now, their house backs up against a fairly serious stretch of woods. Like, not a cute little grove of trees. Actual dense forest where you lose cell signal and your sense of direction simultaneously. Gerald told me afterward that he felt the broom sort of resist, like it was pushing back against him instead of collecting leaves. He figured the bristles were worn down, did not think much of it, and kept going. Then the broom lurched forward. Gerald's first instinct was to hold on, which is honestly the worst decision he could have made. The moment he tightened his grip, the thing took off like it had somewhere important to be, and that somewhere was directly into the woods. He said he cleared the first row of trees before he even processed what was happening. Branches were smacking him in the face, leaves were flying, and Gerald, a grown man in his bathrobe, was being absolutely carried through the forest by a household cleaning tool. Here is the part that kills me. He started reasoning with it. He said, out loud, to the broom, quote, okay, where are we going? Because apparently that felt like the rational response in the moment. The broom dragged him through a creek. He lost one slipper somewhere around a big oak tree. He got tangled in a low-hanging branch for about 30 seconds while the broom kept spinning like it was genuinely frustrated with him. Eventually, the whole thing just stopped, right in a small clearing, maybe half a mile deep into the woods. The broom went still. Gerald stood there, soaking wet, one slipper down, completely out of breath, and he looked around the clearing. Nothing there. No reason for it. Just trees and birdsong and one very confused man holding a broom like it owed him an explanation. He walked back home. It took 20 minutes because he was completely turned around. His wife was still drinking her coffee on the porch when he emerged from the tree line looking like a disaster. She looked at him. He looked at her. And then she asked if he would finish sweeping. He had not finished sweeping. Gerald uses a leaf blower now, has for 3 years. He will not touch a broom with a 10-foot pole, and honestly, given everything he went through that morning, I think that is a completely reasonable life choice.